Back in news from overseas, at least 7 climbers have been killed after an avalanche swept through their camp in the Himalayas. Among those killed in the tragedy were 2 Nepali guides. NBC News international correspondent Janis Mackey Frayer has more on this from Beijing. Janis, good morning. So what do we know right now about this disaster and the group of people that lost their lives?
Savannah, the avalanche struck a camp yesterday, leaving at least 7 climbers and guides dead. The nationalities confirmed is 2 Italians, 2 Nepalis, 1 Canadian, 1 French, and 1 German. The police chief in the area, which is outside Kathmandu, told NBC News that the group of climbers and guides had reached the base camp of Yalongri Peak at about 16,000 feet, and they're trying to summit at around 21,000 feet. Weather is believed to have triggered the avalanche after a cyclone pushed through the region last week. It brought a lot of heavy snowfall, and then the weather cleared and there was sunshine. And it's those temperature fluctuations that are considered a warning sign that the snow load on a mountain can turn deadly. Savannah?
Janis, just how difficult is it to conduct rescue operations in the Himalayas? Like, what is this like as authorities try to recover bodies?
Well, we were told at least 7 other people in the group were rescued, and they were airlifted to the hospital in Kathmandu. The search for missing climbers was really hard because the weather was so poor, and it made it nearly impossible for helicopters to land. The weather is considered better now. Rescue workers are digging through snow and ice to recover the bodies, but they say they could be under 15 or 20 feet of snow. A French climber who was rescued told NBC News that she survived because she was to the left of the avalanche when it happened. And she says she feels really lucky to be alive, but unfortunately she lost her husband on the mountain.
Oh, Savannah. It's terrible. Janis, this actually isn't the first tragedy to hit climbers in the region. We know this is always dangerous, but just last month, hundreds of hikers and guides had to be rescued on the Chinese side of Mount Everest after they were stranded in a snowstorm. How's this season stack up to other ones? Has it been more dangerous?
Well, it's been a busier season for climbing. Nepal's tourism department has given permits to nearly 1,500 climbers from over 80 countries, and that's the most they've done in a decade. But it's also been a very dangerous season in the Himalayas because of extreme weather incidents. You mentioned the hikers on the Chinese side of Mount Everest. They were stranded in these cold, harsh conditions after a freak snowstorm. And that cyclone that went through Nepal last week, it brought really high winds, up to 70 miles an hour. And the government was warning people that there would be heavy rain and heavy snow. They now say at least 3 bodies have been recovered from that avalanche zone, but it isn't clear when they're going to be able to bring them down from the mountain. Savannah?
Such a tragedy. Janis, thank you very much.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.